stream. Almond's here.
We're starting.
Hi,
Okay,
Almond.
hello.
Yeah, no,
Hi.
we're just starting straight away. We're just messing around with building things. Did you get a big game paused then while it saved?
I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, that's good. I was having that problem with the I was setting up the actual world, and every time the server saved, everything paused, and it meant that you would get this big rubber band. So on our screen, especially because we're even further away from the server, everything would pause. So you're driving along at speed, it would all pause while the game saved, and then all of a sudden you were going again, except you were in the future, because everything was still happening while it was paused. So you got this big rubber band, and almost every single time I ended up off a cliff.
The opposite of a rubber band, isn't it?
Yeah.
You went forwards.
The opposite of rubber is kind of rubber.
Concrete?
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
No,
I guess concrete doesn't really...
that does make... No, I think that's fine. I think there are different sorts of opposites. Yours is more of an opposite. Mine's just reading it the wrong way. Is all the stream stuff working alright? You can hear us? Not that I assume anyone is watching yet.
So far it's just me.
Yep.
Wait, no, rubber is rubber back, isn't it? Backwards.
Rebure. I think I just laughed backwards. Rebure.
Move my microphone.
Yeah, I changed it all because I didn't like it.
Okay.
So I changed your microphone to suit me.
Okay, so it should be at the side? Because...
Oh no.
Oh, goodness.
My chair just broke.
What was that?
My chair.
One of the arms seems to have come off.
Fell off. Like it actually snapped.
What?
The plastic snapped. Oh.
It was a very flimsy office chair to start with, so that was going to happen sooner or later.
Goodness.
I mean, yeah.
What an eventful start.
Okay, we're here for a reason. It's going to be we're not sure what that reason is yet, but what we're supposed to be doing is getting ready for an event that I'll probably have to explain again if anyone joins us later, but for the sake of the video afterwards, on Saturday or Sunday, this weekend, the 9th, 10th of May, we're having an event where we get a bunch of cars together, like vehicles, because we don't have a car, and I know that Mia is going for a walker instead of a... He's going to stomp
bed,
his way.
wasn't it?
Yeah, with a bed on top. It was a bed with legs. That's what he's going to race in, because that's what we're doing. It's going to be a race. We assemble all of the races. There's teams of 3, and then we race to a set of coordinates, and when we get there we get another set of coordinates. We do that a couple of times until we get to the finish line. There's a bunch of other rules, including a rule that includes this, which seems to violate a lot of the rules that I wrote. So I assume not this exactly, but this is what you built originally, wasn't it?
Yes, and I want to show it off because it's amazing.
Yep.
Because it's a disco ball. It's a giant disco ball.
And it's a disco inside the disco ball. I guess, do I go in?
Yep. It's got a little platform.
This is a lot.
No, you're supposed to...
Oh, sorry. We're civilized.
Civilized people. I don't even have a button set up, so I have to manually do it.
Just like most lifts. You have to
Reach
manually...
into the wiring and just
Yeah.
hot wire an elevator.
This is a lot. I think that's the best way to describe it. It's just a lot. This is not going to encode well.
Ooh.
It's going to be like throwing confetti on a screen.
I mean, it doesn't really look good. Now.
They've even added the textures into like the conveyor tubes. I haven't seen this before. And like it's
Oh, you
on
haven't?
everything. I thought the blocks that did things would still, you know, look normal. I didn't realize it would just be disco ball everywhere. And there was...
Oh, it has-
hang on, what does
it
this
has
look
music.
like at night? Hang on, I've got to turn it to night. Night outside? Yep. I thought it would look darker in here. Oh, are we floating?
Oh, no, it's just we were leaning. I think it has an issue where the piston slowly rotates the entire ball.
Oh, yeah.
That's definitely fine.
Yeah. What? There's music, isn't there?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it has to for a disco.
Yep. So
And this is classic
I've had-
disco music, and you are dying of...
Yeah, I've had to...
Yeah.
No, I've got to tab out again. There you go. I've got to reduce it on the stream because it would deafen everyone. It was like 3 times louder than everything else. Okay, it can come back on. Maybe not. It's still so loud. No. You can leave it on. I'll just turn it down. There we go. So is this...
I mean,
Is this what it would have been for the whole race?
yes, it's on loop. I was trying to get it to loop just constantly. But
So the point, I feel like I have to yell. The point of this machine is to follow the little vehicle thing around as we race, and it's the support vessel. It follows the vehicle around the whole time. If it needs repair. You did work on the vehicle, didn't you? So
oh
I
yes, the
assume-
bus.
Yep.
How do I?
This is
Where's
something
that?
that's not
Oh.
going to make sense to other people because the thing that it's in hasn't
Doesn't
been
even
released
exist yet.
No. But it's a bus that Almond built for other purposes. I guess I'll copy in the original. Because then we've got a... Oh! It's upside down. That's the original bus. And then...
It's a nice bus,
Yeah.
if I do say so myself.
Gonna go around the other side, the lighting's a bit better. So yeah, Almond made this...
like a caterpillar.
A caterpillar.
There's big mirrors out the front and makes it look Anna.
What?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, alright.
Okay. I didn't...
That's the first thing I thought of when I saw
Oh,
it.
not like dog ears?
No, not like dog ears.
Oh,
They're
that's what
coming
I
out
thought.
its face, like the
I-
front.
I thought it looked like a bee.
Yeah, like a bee.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, that...
that works.
An orange bee, a rare
Yeah.
type,
With a green stripe.
Yeah.
with a green and white top.
Yeah. So yeah, it's like... I quite liked when you had this idea for the bus, and then I just took the bus and started messing around with it, and it felt like we had bought an old bus, and then we were stripping it and doing it up to become a race bus. So I liked this method. Other people are going to be making their rovers from scratch, but we're taking things that already exist and then converting them into something that's probably not going to work.
Well, that's what I
Because-
hate is that
Yeah.
when you're building a rover, it's that first, like, actually
Yeah,
building
you
a
gotta-
rover.
Yeah.
That's
You get halfway through
That's
and then
the most
realize it was all
painful bit.
wrong, and then you got to start again. And yeah.
Yep.
So then we've got this. This is like the battle bus. It's the off-road version. The first problem that we saw immediately is that long noses and off-roading don't mix, because otherwise you'll get beached. So this is the solution: add more wheels, little hidden wheels.
I mean, it doesn't really work entirely well.
No, it.
I will break that bubble now.
It works better. It doesn't work well. That's what I found.
Yes.
I couldn't find any way to make this bus work well. So we're going to lose, but we're going to try. Are there the little
We're
ones
going to do it in
behind
style as well.
No, we've only got ones on the front, so we can still
Yeah.
get. And you've got this on the back here, which is great. It really adds to the aesthetic. The problem is that, as per the rules, we have to weld off all of them. So we're also going to have to weld off our fake rear wheel. But I'm fine with that. I think that's a necessary cost. It's a strategic cost for the aesthetic.
You're going to have there's more coming.
Uh-oh.
But we'll get to that.
Oh. Did you... So, I should explain that. Each time we get to a coordinate, we've got to stop, and it's like a pit stop. We've got to pretend to change our tires. It's a little thing that we can't... That was going to be my next question, is if you remembered that. Otherwise, we're going to have to add that in. It's a little thing that came from... we did a race a few years ago, and it was like a little thing to force people to make a pit stop and work as a team to do something. So I thought I'd add it back into this one. We've got to pretend to change our tires by grinding them off and then welding them back on again. So that means we need a way to stop this bus from just collapsing into the ground and then us not being able to weld the wheels back on. So that sounds like we're going to have to... Nope, you thought it through. That's perfect.
Goodness.
Problem
Is
is, I didn't think about these front wheels, these buffer wheels. I don't think they're going to be. I don't think there's enough. I don't think there's enough room for the.
I guess we're gonna have to. We're gonna test. That's what today's for. I can get a welder out. I'll get a slow welder. Oh, this isn't a welder. Grinder. Okay. So then you got to press the button, don't you? Oh, we're not in the same faction. I should join...
Oh, yeah.
Or create one. There we go. Created one.
There we go. You should be able to...
Yep. So does that... I've got to go pop one back on.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be working.
Oh, did you try?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't use anything. I think you're gonna have to open it up to everyone.
Oh, I thought that should... Yeah, okay.
Maybe it's because you pasted it in early. I don't know.
Share with all. Right. You should be able to do it now.
Right, and it's not... Can I just join the the indoor kites? I still don't understand it, but... so, which specific wheel is it? The 3x3 left?
It's the buffer wheels. That's those two front ones.
I still can't control anything, and I don't know why. So, have you tried it? Have you tried, like, adding the wheel back on? And it doesn't
seem to be working.
Right, well, I'll grind off one of these ones. Make sure it's just working overall. Are you... Yeah.
I can add it, yep.
Yep, so that worked. It's just the little ones underneath that are the problem.
Because there's just not enough space there. I mean, I've already raised the floor to fit fit everything in there. I mean, and there's the hole there which I can't actually patch.
Is the problem that it's clipping through above, or that like the sides are too close?
Space Engineers is very... It doesn't know what it wants.
We could just cheat. That is an option. No one will notice the wheels under here.
Well, unless they watch the live stream. But I mean, if they don't watch it, I mean, I'm not gonna upload this until like, I don't know, next March when I remember.
Yeah.
So they won't see it. It's perfect crime.
I was going to use it as a little way to, because no one's going to watch right now. Everyone's asleep. Not that anyone watches anyway, but everyone that would watch is asleep. So I was going to use it as like a little promo thing and post it up and share it. So it might be a bad thing if we're showing how we're going to cheat in it. So do you think...
What about we add two more? What we add two more, like, just slap them on the side, and then we have to grind those down instead. So I mean, just
like surrogate wheels.
Yeah, just slap two on like that, and then we have to grind those down as well.
But not the ones
as if we're grinding down.
Right, and the disco wheels too. That's even better.
Yes.
What are the chances of all of this just breaking apart anyway? The first time we hit a bump, and this will all break apart, and then we'll be able to fit. Do you think we should?
I mean, yeah, it's going to be pretty dinged up by the time we get to the finish line.
Have you tried driving this much yet?
Yes.
Okay, I think that's
you
the
can
first
discern
test.
the amount.
Before we do anything else, I think you should post another one in. Is that an Anubiz I hear?
Booga booga.
Hi. I just read that you are having some audio issues.
Yes, but I think I have fixed them, if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you, and you can obviously hear us. All
no,
fixed.
Definitely not.
No, it's not fixed.
No, I know. I can't hear you say it's not fixed.
Okay.
Am I playing Space Engineers? Is that what we're doing? What are we doing?
I was just going to leave it as long and awkward pause as possible. Yeah, we're playing Space Engineers, and if you wouldn't mind... Oh, I'm
sharing my screen or something?
Yeah, just the Space Engineers window. In Discord. And then we'll work out the rest later. So do you want me to drive this Almond, or do you want to
Do you want to see the rest of it?
Oh yeah, we should have a look. Or do you want to wait for Anubiz?
Yeah, let's wait for Anubiz.
We'll save the inside for Anubiz, but I'll try driving.
And by wait, you mean you're going to come pick me up, right?
You might be on the other side of the planet. You might be in deep space. We're in a bus. We can't come get you.
Buses? They're things that come pick people up on purpose. That's the thing they do.
I did make a space bus.
Yes, you did.
I've disproved myself. Oh, we're not. So also in the actual race, there's a big hole. Oh, you've got stairs
Roof
to the
access.
top. Okay, no, I'm spoiling it. In the race itself, everything's going to be in first person to make it even harder. So it's good that this has nice... You can see plenty. And I'm just going to try some... How fast are we going?
Ooh.
Too fast. I'm going to try some off-roading. Too much speed. And just see... It's not going well. I think we'll need to change some
back
wheel
wheels
settings.
aren't spinning. Yeah.
I've put the handbrake on and nothing's happened. So If we get the wheels. What? I can't. Why can't I control anything? This is silly. What?
This is a
what
different.
sort of a
hang on,
game
let me-
is this? Power. Because I was messing around with the wheel settings on this, and they were a little bit different to this, but I don't actually know what I'm doing.
Par for the course.
Okay, so that's
And I mean that because that's all of us, not just you.
yeah. And do you know how to join Anubiz?
And I found
Probably-
something called Nid Rally, so I'm joining
Oh, yeah.
that.
Oh, did you just search?
Yep.
Okay, that works. Yeah, I can't change any of the wheel settings. But
I don't understand why.
is
I
it-
don't understand why you guys don't understand. I thought that's just how space engineers worked. You don't understand.
Yeah, I went for a little while of where I was defending. What's happening here? Oh, my dampeners are on auto.
Do I want to be first colony? Is that...
Do you see the NID faction?
See, first I see space,
You're
pirate,
not in-
space spider,
you're not-
and no.
oh, I understand what's happening. You're on the server that we're actually going to be playing on, which is a bit broken at the moment,
Oh.
so we're not on it at the moment.
Okay. So I don't want to be here.
You don't want to be in that one. You want to be in an identically named one, except hosted by me. I'll just hang on.
Of course I do.
Yeah, so that you don't have to do anything. I can just invite you. Oh, you're not online. Okay, you can join me
Oh,
through
wait,
Steam
I
if you
can-
remember how to do that.
I'll find out if I know how to do that.
Can you
This is a
control
copy,
this
isn't it?
one? Yep.
That's what I was doing, right? Yeah, I can control this one. Can you control it? Nobody owns it.
Yep.
Okay. But I still can't control the wheels. What's up with the wheels? Who owns all these wheels?
Sounds like a real messed up economy. It's like you have like 16 different companies, and they all own different parts of the vehicle you're driving. And if you want to use individual pieces, you have to get like rights from each company individually.
Oh,
it's
you
gonna be-
you will experience quite a lot of lag in this, Anubiz, just so you know. Like, it won't be that much, but it will be more than you're used to in Space Engineers. So you will have a whole new level of annoyance at this game.
Okay, I'm
Now-
prepared. So I've joined the NID group, and now do I want
Oh, you've
survival
got
kit,
330
survival
ping.
kit, or
I've-
spacesuit?
A spacesuit. And then I've made you do you know how to teleport? Do you know how... You probably don't remember how to do anything, do you?
I know that I was able to do it once, but I don't remember. Hey, I'm on a bus.
You're on a bus?
Oh, yeah. There's a
there's a-
survival kit on it.
Right.
Well, I clicked spacesuit, didn't I?
No, that's good. I told you the wrong information. I didn't know there was a survival kit on this. Survival kit is like a new respawn place. It's not
Okay.
It's not just.
Did you made a bus that has an exhaust vent on the top?
Yes.
I love it.
Actually,
the
it has a,
detail.
Yeah,
it's on the back, but it works well.
yeah. So this is for refueling. Do you actually know what we're doing? I probably have to.
I'm gonna guess that this is prep for the vehicle that we're trying to use for the thing
Yes.
that we're supposed to drive.
Yeah. So do
Something
you
like that,
remember this bus?
Oh yeah, I remember this bus. Isn't this
Yep.
bus the thing from the
Yep,
adventure?
that thing.
From
the thing where
that
there was
doesn't
an
exist
adventure?
yet? Would you
Yeah.
like to get in? We're going to explore. Don't look too much inside yet. I'm just going to drive you back to where we started. If you look just back behind me there are seats, so you can sit in the bus.
I was trying
as
not
if
to
you're a
look
passenger.
because
Yeah,
you told me not to look. So
yeah. No, you got to do both at the same time.
okay,
I'm
I'll
just
close
gonna,
my eyes and try and sit in the seat.
just gonna drive us back so you can compare the old with the new to see all of the off-road changes that Almond has made to make this bus do very
Yeah, definitely.
marginally better off-road.
Yeah, the ice is really like shiny.
Careful with the brakes. It's not that great.
Yeah, no, I'm finding that out. That was full brakes.
You gotta use the park.
You gotta
You gotta
use
use the park brake, really.
Yeah, so every time we want to stop, we gotta jam on the handbrake.
Oh jeez.
Oh no.
It's like a bus. Has
Yeah,
really
that's
weird
a-
quirks.
Yeah, no, that's a good way to explain this bus. It's like a bus.
It's like a bus.
Okay, you can hop out now. I didn't put the brake
I
on.
forget how to get out of a seat. Is that F?
F,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
So this is the old one over here. I've parked very badly. This one up here. This is the old one that you will remember from the secret project.
Ah,
And
right from the
then-
project. Yes.
Yeah, and then this one is the one that Almond has kitted out.
Yes,
the
it looks
death
it's got
bus.
tougher wheels
Yeah.
and
Like
Oh,
a
wow.
reinforced skeleton
yeah,
roll cage.
roll cage. And it's got a tire on the back for when we and flames coming out of the back too. That's always what you want in a bus.
Planes?
That's the exhaust. It's
If we have an accident, we could make them flame, right? Does that work?
make what
Well, now-
flame?
Oh, the weapons are disabled. I wanted to make
I
it
feel-
flame.
They are flaming.
They are flaming.
They are?
That's how you're getting the smoke.
Oh,
Can you see the
I've
smoke?
no, I've got my settings all turned down. I must have that
Yeah,
stuff
no, they're
turned
on
off.
fire.
They're
Our bus-
actually on fire.
Our
Oh,
bus is on fire.
Hang on. Can you switch over to or
I'm trying.
you're trying? Okay.
Hold on. Oh.
So just so you know, Anubiz, on the stream you have like a perspective.
Yeah.
People can see your
I
view.
I can just do this for now.
Oh, are we live?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I should have said that.
Hold on. I'm real close. I was getting all that set up while you guys were.
Yeah, no, that's all right.
Um.
Tinian's. Hi, Tinian. I haven't
Oh,
talked
hi.
to you
Tinian.
for ages. Where have you been? Do you want to
And how
play
did you-
Space Engineers in a couple of days? Actually, no, it's tomorrow for you. Right.
Nothing like
So-
last minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. I'm on Twitch.
Yeah.
Twitch.
It's Saturday evening.
Yeah.
Yep. And now you
Sorry
can do all
about
the
that.
changes and get it ready. So, hi, Tinian. By
Oh,
the way,
I'm so sorry. You missed so much.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah. So what's going on at the same time as we're doing this? Lyric is learning how to use OBS.
Yeah.
So
So what
that's
did
the
I-
thing's going to happen. If you go to the other scene that you're in, you can change to it now
Oh,
because
right,
you're in
yeah.
studio mode. You've got to add the audio from. So you'll have to add the NDI source or the scene, the Boris scene. You can just add the Boris scene down the bottom. That works too. That's probably easier.
I think you should give her a third option.
Yeah, that was confusing. You just scene,
Yeah.
the Boris one, and just leave it down the bottom with the view turned off.
Yeah.
And hi, Plover. I'm assuming you can hear that bird.
Okay. So now I've almost got.
Yeah. So that.
This is really small.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
you guys can
Back to
keep
the task in hand. So, if you're still there, Tinian,
He's actually here.
he's actually in the thing.
Yeah.
How is?
Can you
He's
hear me?
inside the
we can hear you.
computer.
That freaked me out a little bit. So what we're doing, can you hear us? Because we can hear you. No, he can't. He can't hear us in Discord. We've lost quite a lot of time. We haven't even started. It's been 40 odd minutes.
That sounds about right.
All we've done is spawn 3 buses in. Right, we'll look in the inside while Tinian's getting his sound sorted.
You could have got a running jump, actually.
Like most buses.
Like most buses.
When you
need hydraulics so that you can lower it. Just like with the buses where they lower themselves down so people with wheelchairs can get in. You'd like to do that.
We can do exactly that, except exactly the opposite. Would you like to demonstrate, Almond?
Oh, you're right. Yep. Okay.
Don't you lower the wheels or
so you know exactly what you just said. Then we can do the complete opposite.
Right. Well, that's so that you can change the wheels when they bust off, right?
Yeah. Well, no, that's actually part of the rules.
Right. The rules. We bust them off on purpose because that's also what you do in a race.
And then put them in.
Yep. Well, so here's a question: can you actually? Is there enough room? Probably not, to actually lower the suspension so that you could use that to get on the bus. But it looks like your wheelbase are too small.
You could.
Oh, hey, there's a ladder though. We can just use the ladder. Here we go.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. It's very accessible for those in wheelchairs.
Yeah, that's how buses work, right? They force everybody to use a ladder to get on them.
All right, we'll go back to the front and we'll have a look through.
Can
you hear us, Tinian?
Come down these stairs?
Sure can.
Ah, okay.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, we'll quickly have a look through this bus, and then I'll get back to that. Sorry, Tinian, we're looking through things. So, Almond's replaced some of the seats, I see. Would you like to go first, Almond, and give us a tour?
Can you just? It's not very.
Oh, I got off the bus.
Yeah, I'm assuming you're having lag problems, Anubiz.
So there's seating, obviously seating at the front, and then we've got 2 beds here.
And then we've got the beds, because this is also a bed race. There is a prize for whoever builds the best bed.
So instead of death race, it's bed race?
Yeah, no, because bed races are apparently a thing. Sal found out that in Knaresborough, the place that we went, where the Nidd River is, there is an actual bed race.
The bed race?
Yeah, I know.
That seems like a missed
next time
opportunity.
we're going to have to go and be part of the bed race.
Yeah.
So
although I would like to be the one in the bed.
Yeah, no, that was part of what I assumed.
Oh, cool.
I think you'll have to fight Sal for it. Sal wants it, but I assumed you would be in it.
Well, I won't fight her for it, so I'll just be there and see what happens. She'll have to drag me out of it and throw me to the side. I'll just lay there.
Oh, that car is so loud. All right,
that's a car.
Yeah,
sounded like a dying moose.
And we've got this. So what is this thing?
This is the spare parts bay. So we're not. I think the rules state that we're not allowed to have cargo containers that have materials in it. So I've just put the actual things here, and then you just grind it down.
Well done.
Wow, I like it. So actually, Boris probably really appreciates that because, Boris, isn't it your job? Your rule is you try to cheat in the games that you make yourself anyway. Yeah. You make the rules, and then you find ways to cheat around your own rules. Yeah. So I like this. This is in the spirit of the Boris game.
So this is
I'm annoyed that I didn't think of it.
If we somehow kill both our cockpits, we've got a spare here.
I actually thought that this was like somebody was supposed to be in this during the race and they controlled specific things on the bus.
I mean they could, but
I'm just gonna have a look. What's the PCU count? The 7888. Okay, I think that's all right. What I was going to do is make the PCU limit like one more than what we have. So I haven't said it yet.
Oh, that's awesome. So what is the count of this one right now? 7888?
7888. Yep, it'll be a few more because we'll probably make
So-
some little adjustments.
Yeah, adjustments.
Gotcha.
We've got a survival kit, and then we've got some engines back here.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
we've
in
got
case.
engines under the floor.
So yeah, so I put the engine, all the internals underneath the floor, but then you
Yep.
have glass, so you can actually see what's happening and what's broken.
Oh my goodness.
I'm
Is there
pretty sure that's
actually like a combustion engine in this game now?
Yeah, a hydrogen one
Yeah.
now.
Oh.
And that's part of the rules is that everyone needs a hydrogen engine. So we're going to have to be
Oh.
refueling, which is what that connector on top is for, I assume, so that we can
Yes, if you
refuel
look
the
behind
hydrogen
you-
tanks.
It goes
How do-
straight into that hydrogen tank there.
Oh, you've got a
Okay.
full-size hydrogen tank in here?
Yeah,
Look at that.
I had to replace the back window to actually fit it in.
Yeah. That's what stopped
sweet.
me. I didn't want to like wreck your design too much, but I think you've made it better.
If someone like runs into the back of us, we might explode. But
Or if we happen to like take a hill or something too quickly and the
not
back
gonna
end
happen.
slams down.
We're
Yeah.
professional drivers.
engines.
Yes, true.
We'll be
true.
fine.
But fortunately, I put the other set of hydrogen tanks at the front here.
And what I like about this is that not only have you packed
uh.
all this in, there's still some space. Like there's still
Yeah. There's
space
walking
to
space,
sort
you
of
can
just
walk around.
hang out around here. Can walk
It's a
upstairs.
staircase. Yep.
Yeah.
There's parachutes. I forgot about those. I put parachutes in just in case
are-
we fly off a cliff.
Yeah.
What's a
I
power
put
chute?
somewhere.
Oh, like a parachute?
Parachute. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the idea
Oh.
of parachute.
I heard power chute.
Power chute.
I was like what? Does this open up and like lasers shoot out? It's like it fires out power. It's like a power ejection valve, just in case you have too much.
Yep.
Just pure power.
Just pure power.
Ejected.
So I guess that's the thing we're going to have to test today is how to use the parachutes, because in the race we'll be in first person only. It'll be locked to it, which
Oh.
means that
And that's
if there's a tiny little crest in the road ahead, then like when I was testing, I drove off a cliff many times because I would just think, oh, this is just a tiny little hill, and then all of a sudden I'm flying. So that's what the parachutes are for, to stop you from hitting the ground.
and because we're in first person, I've put this second cockpit up here just
Oh,
for
yeah,
better
yeah.
visibility.
Oh, geez, that's awesome.
And there's also cameras on the front and back.
Right. So somebody in that middle, like the seat that I thought was like the engineer's seat, that was actually just a spare seat. They could use the remote control to look through these.
I think you'd be able to
cameras?
because there's an antenna, so you could look through that from anywhere
All right.
nearby.
Yep. There's also
That
a
would just help
distress
with people
beacon
being able
for
to
when
see
we
things,
ultimately roll
Yeah.
ourselves.
Yeah. And,
So we need to. I think we need to hire some of the automated car engineers from Google, and then we'll get them to fit this thing up, and then it can just drive for us, and we just have to watch.
I mean, we could actually I could just slap a remote control block and then we could just drive it from
yeah.
the support vehicle.
Okay, this is good. Are you still there, Tinian? You didn't leave? Okay, so this is a good time to recap what we're doing again. So we're doing an off-road race. There's going to be teams of 3, so there's going to be a vehicle. There's a bunch of rules. It's all in the Discord. A vehicle and a flyer, and the ship that flies after it is a support vessel. It'll all be done in survival, so if you break anything, you've got to fix it. So the support ship is where your other 2 team members, or up to 2, or they can also sit on the bus if they want. It doesn't have to be a bus on the vehicle. Like Mir is building a thing that walks. He's not even going to use wheels.
Is he making an ATA-ATA?
Yeah, pretty much, but with a bed on top. I watched him make it. It's a bed with legs.
This sounds exactly what I expect.
It doesn't work at all. It walks like
That's
2
fine.
steps and falls on its face.
So
It's gonna be interesting.
Start the adventure by building the machine or the vehicle.
No, that's what we're doing now. We're
We paste it
getting
in at a time.
yeah. Well, you submit it to me, and it'll all be ready for you when you get there.
Gotcha.
There will be unlimited resources, but only at the start line. So the further you go away from the start line, the further back your support vessel has to go to get some. And there's a limit of 1 medium cargo container on that support vessel. But
And
yeah,
plus
there's-
it's cargo, what, like 1?
Oh yeah, 1 by inventory
Times
space. Yeah, so you can't carry much, which is the
Vanilla.
yeah. It'll slow you down if you damage or you want to make upgrades or anything. There will be 2 checkpoints and then a finish line. You only know what the next checkpoint location will be once you get to the first one, and on the screen will be the GPS location of the next one. So you can take whatever route you want. You just drive. I've not been particularly. I've been too busy getting things set up that I haven't worked out what all the teams are going to be yet. So I don't know who has even submitted a team yet. I don't know if there's anyone that you can join, or if you want to find a couple more. If you want to play this. But that's what we're doing tomorrow.
And if you feel you have enough time to actually make a vehicle before the event.
No, it's Tinian.
It's not
Tinian's
until
probably
tomorrow
got 3.
evening, right?
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah, you've probably got 3 that fit.
What is wrong with the water in this game?
Oh,
It's beautiful.
it's
Looks like water.
the mod planet. It's not normal anymore. This isn't normal water. This is new for this planet.
Or sorry, not water, ice. Because
Ice,
there's no such thing as liquid form water in this game.
Well,
But it looks wrong. It looks like I'm staring into space underneath
the
me.
skybox is being reflected, but you can't see the skybox right now because
but
it's been
like
covered by the clouds.
super reflective. Like it's like crazy.
Yeah, it's almost a bit too... It needs some sort of texture.
I don't know,
Yeah,
do I have?
looks.
I don't know if I've got voxel destruction on. Or can we just not drill anything? I must have voxel destruction off.
Let me try that
Right.
out. Let me just...
So we took... Everyone else is going to be building, apart from Mir. Everyone else is going to be building serious off-road races. And what we've done is take a bus that Almond made for a completely different purpose and tried to turn it into a racer. So that's what we've got here. It hasn't worked particularly well so far.
Oh,
What do you mean? We're gonna win.
That's good news.
Yeah. So if you look at that hill across the...
I feel
yeah.
that one of your problems is that when you let me guess at what the problem is, just by looking at design and then understanding how this game works, or at least understanding how this game worked a year ago. I imagine that you drive, and when all of a sudden the ground is no longer flat, like there is just a little bit of a
Slight incline.
incline of ground, that the front of your vehicle somehow becomes part of said ground and it won't move anymore.
Well, that's the point of the buffer
Yeah.
wheels that I've
But
got.
do you
under
see
there.
the fancy little wheels underneath? That's what they're
Oh
for.
goodness.
So that the nose doesn't get beach.
As much?
Okay.
Yep.
It's
all
fixed.
so
It's
dinged
fine.
My thought was, why not literally put the wheels like on the
No,
front?
no,
No, because then it wouldn't look like a bus.
Okay. Sorry, I thought I was
Yeah,
functionality first. My bad.
We've really hamstrung ourselves with the bus idea. We've picked the worst off-road vehicle, and we're trying to make it work. The good thing is that Space Engineers...
Why not instead
Yeah.
of bus, we go with tank?
a cank?
Tank.
Okay.
I wanna
A
know
tank,
what
yes, a tank.
is.
Yes, yes. It is a cross
It's a
between
parachute.
a tank and a
Is that the sound a parachute makes?
yeah, tank. Yes, whenever a parachute activates, it goes. Yes, actually it's cantankerous. Ha 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 ha. There we go.
Okay, I'm gonna do one test run just to show you.
I think that's the
how
name of our
excellent-
bus now, is cantankerous.
Oh, do you get the reference that Almond? He's called this the indoor kite. Do you get that reference? I don't get the reference.
The indoor kite.
You wouldn't. I would just. It was.
No,
Did you just make it up?
Is this an
No.
Australian thing?
No, it isn't. It doesn't matter. Just don't think about it.
But now I'm not. Now I can't not think about it.
Almond, are you able to change some wheel settings? Because I still can't. I don't get
Oh
what
right,
I've
yeah.
done
When
wrong.
I started this game, that was the other thing that you guys had. There's a feature of this bus that it won't stop.
Yes, you gotta
Yeah.
you gotta use the park brake.
Well, in a race, I guess that's a good feature, right? You don't want to stop.
Well, you
Is
got to
the-
stop at the checkpoints.
Yeah, we've got to stop at the
that's
check.
true.
Oh, also, Tinian, before you go building anything, you should probably read. It's in the Nid Discord under upcoming events, and the rules are pinned. But
Okay.
That sounds like a manual. Nobody
yeah.
reads the manual.
yeah, but there's an important thing in that every checkpoint that you get to, you and your team, you have to stop, weld all of your wheels off, and like simulate a wheel change, a tire change. So weld them all off, take a picture, post that screenshot in the Discord chat, and then weld them all back on and continue. So you have to have a little mechanism to make sure you don't just fall on the ground. That's why we've got our little jacks. And
I think I fixed the brakes.
yeah, the brakes or do your wheels, your wheel groups, do they include things that aren't wheels? No, they don't. Why can't I don't get why I don't. So when I'm looking at these wheels, they're not gripping. So I think you have to up the friction a bit.
I turned the friction down because when you started drifting it started to grab.
Did it just bite? So I think
I
we're going
can
to
turn
have
it
to
up, there we
be
are.
able to change them. Do you have those settings on the... I can't tell which setting is which on the thing. So is that 80% one? Sorry, you'll have to...
I've got speed and then I got power, but I can.
Yeah, I don't think we're ever going to hit that top speed.
We might. It's a bus.
And also, I
As soon as we hit that
liked-
top speed, though, we're going to turn into the movie Speed because we're not going to be
we
able to
won't
stop.
Be able to stop. No.
Stuff will explode.
I did like
Pop
the
quiz. Smart.
strength being down quite a bit too.
Pop quiz hot shot. That's how it goes.
We want the strength down.
Yeah, well, I don't know. This is something that Tinian probably knows more about. But when I was testing, the strength being down seemed quite good. It was like having softer suspension, so the wheels were less likely to just bounce over things.
Right.
Like you were less likely to bounce and more likely for the suspension to travel over it and maintain contact with the ground. That's
What am I adding here?
I assume works.
I'm adding
I wanted
friction.
Yeah, friction to the thing. Yeah. And then maybe bring the strength down. Does 10% sound too low? I don't know. If he looks directly ahead, I want to be able to
that's
drive
what I
in a
was-
straight line over that.
Over that mountain.
You know
Rocky
those
Mountain.
webcams that people set up where they just like put it at their fish tank or they like put it out their window onto the beach or whatever and it just sits there all day?
Yeah.
That's what I can do right now on the stream. Is I got into the seat. I'm go looking in the front camera of the bus,
Yeah.
and I've got the view.
So on the stream now, we're just looking at each other through. Yep.
Whee!
All right.
Sorry, I totally just hey, that was awesome how you fell. Your legs went wobbly.
I don't seem to be able to drive the ship. It says someone else is driving it. Oh, I got out.
The ship?
Are you
I
able
thought it
to
was
get
a
out?
bus.
Are you? Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, it just says ship on the screen. Are you able to get out and get back in again?
You want me to?
There we go.
You're
You can
in
get
the-
back in again. It's just you
in the
took
spare
over.
cockpit.
Yeah.
Now I gotta figure out how to get back into that view. Where's
This
the
isn't gonna work.
Where's the camera? Back camera? No, I want front
I
camera.
can tell the friction's
There it
been
is.
up a bit. Does this have gyros? Yeah.
How? Like, okay, honestly, how were like there are some serious mountains in this game.
Whoops,
How is
whoops,
this thing
no.
even?
You just
Sorry.
activate that.
Yeah, I just activated the jacks. So what is this one?
So-
Is that... What's the first one? Is that friction?
First one is friction. Second one is power.
Okay.
I think
Right,
it's
so-
bottoming out. I think I turned the.
I will say that I actually, believe it or not, I actually have experience with what we're trying to do right now.
Oh yeah, yeah, you did this for a long time.
I actually, yeah, an entire season of the Nid, or half a season of the Nid, I was trying to drive around the world to get back to everybody else on the planet.
I remember that.
And I built a thing called the Hog, and it went through 3 iterations. And at the end of months of trying to build a vehicle that could actually drive around a planet on this game, I
That was
gave up,
great.
put a whole bunch of thrusters, like what are those ones? The atmospheric thrusters on it, and then just flew the rest of the way because it was impossible.
Yeah, so...
Fortunately, they have done a
Yeah.
They redid the wheels, didn't they?
Right, but do you see that mountain in front of us? There's no way this bus is getting over that mountain.
No.
There's no way. And
you
there
know
are
what I'm
entire
doing now,
mountain
right?
ranges in this game.
That running
Okay.
start.
Full power,
God, you're-
full power, full...
Full
friction.
power to the activators.
Oh. Yep, we just bottomed out immediately.
It's fine.
The front catches.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll last.
Like, I
long
still
enough
think
time,
that a bus with a track system would be a better idea.
Oh.
Problem is, we have to change all those wheels.
Yes. And by track system, I just mean, like, could we not just put wheels all the way along the side of the bus, and then also kind of like up and around the front of the bus, right? You know, so that it's got wheels that kind of go up halfway, half the front and half the back. So you make like a fake track, but out of all wheels. Well, I guess a tank does have a whole bunch of wheels. They just have a track around the wheels. We're just not going to use the actual
That-
belt.
This tree.
Tree.
is-
If we can't get through a tree, how
All right, there's
are
a...
we gonna get over a mountain?
Oh, you just can't do 2 trees at once. Oh,
Are these
No,
trees like
can't do
GTA
one.
poles where you just can't?
Yeah.
Like they're just indestructible.
This hill over here seems more reasonable. The good thing about this
So is
planet
that-
is there's lots of...
Is that our strategy in the race? Is like,
Yeah.
nope. Our path. We're gonna need a navigator to find reasonable hills and avoid unreasonable landscape.
Well,
Well,
so
that is
I imagined this being on the Earth-like planet, which is far harder to drive around on than this one. This one's got a lot of flat space. So maybe this is a genuine strategy. This one's got a lot of...
Right, but we're not allowed to leave first
look-
person.
No.
So what are the rules? So we're allowed, we have to be in first person, but we can use remote devices and look through the remote devices.
Yeah, and
Well,
you've also
and
got
we have
the-
a support ship.
Yeah, which we haven't
The-
built yet. That's part
we're
of what
allowed
we've
a
got to
support
do.
ship.
Yep. You know, the thing that we're supposed to be doing, not mounting a bus on the side of a hill.
Well, I mean,
That front wheel's not doing anything.
testing that your vehicle can actually drive around the planet does seem like a valid thing to be doing.
That seems pretty important.
Yeah, and I'm
You just don't have
watching
enough- You just don't have enough
the
faith.
stream.
Just
and-
believe more.
Just believe more. Is that okay? So you're saying we should rename this bus Tinkerbell, and if we believe in it, it'll work?
Yes.
The one that I made yesterday worked better, I think, but I think a
How
big
dare.
part of it is that it was a lot lighter. You've got a lot more stuff. We've got air. Oh. I also had the wheels jacked up about 3 blocks higher, so it looked like it was on stilts.
Should put a large atmospheric
Did look like a
thruster on the
monster
back of the bus.
Oh,
I don't think we're allowed thrusters.
No,
Yeah,
we're not
if
allowed
only we
thrusters.
could.
It's got to be hydrogen only. You're allowed a battery in case you run out of fuel in order to actually be able to refuel. I don't know if you included that, Almond.
Yes, it was 2 small batteries, right?
2 small batteries, yeah, whatever the rules say.
Whatever the rules say for the game I made up, I don't know.
Yeah. So, do we want to split up and one work on the flyer and one work on making this bus go up a hill? Do you
We don't
want
need
us
hills.
to...
Where we're going, we don't need hills.
Right. Oh, I've got to start braking now. It's like a train. Oh no.
Or
That's one way
Just
to
run into the other.
see
bus.
That's what you just got to make sure, Boris, that at all the checkpoints there is like a like a little mountain, you know, like a little hilly spot that sticks up out of the ground, and then you can just use that to stop.
Yep. I guess, yeah, we've only got to stop. We've technically only got to stop twice.
Yep.
So that's
So
not
that's not super important.
No.
No, we can avoid that design decision.
So should we look at the flyer that you've got, Almond? Because you had like a
yep.
you had a ship. That's a bus.
I have the goose.
I was just that's the copy that I took before you.
Before
Do you guys remember the goose?
the goose.
The goose was my little
I'll
flyer
remember
for
it.
my hog.
I'll remember it when I see it.
Oh.
I remember the thing named the goose. I don't remember what it looks like. But yeah,
Yeah,
we
I
did
made the
decide
goose.
that for our team, we're going to repurpose old builds. We're not going to build from scratch. Like a sensible team.
Well, I've got the hog and I've got
it-
the goose in my
is it a
library.
small
So how do I?
ship?
Well, yeah, it was basically my flyer for the hog. It was my little what I would
But
use to
it'd be
the
a large
purpose
ship,
of it.
wouldn't it? Or was it the
I think
small
it was a
ship that
small
was
ship.
in it? Oh yeah.
It was
yeah.
a small ship that was in it, and then you could use it to fly up to survey the land, and then I would decide where to drive based on the
So
on my
it's basically
reconnaissance.
what we need.
That's what I'm saying. Like I've done this before.
Trains for it.
How do I
would have
bring
to do
workshop
some
stuff in again? I forget.
F10. We will have to rekit it a bit because there are like new blocks. There's this
Right.
This industry. It's an industrial cockpit, isn't it? What it's called?
Right. So
think?
I have 3 designs. I have the Goose Mark 1, the Goose Mark 2, and the Goose Mark 3.
Well, obviously
if you
it's
look in
gotta
my
be 3.
stream. Yeah, exactly. So if you look at my stream, you can see the different models, little pictures of the models, and you can tell me which one you want me to pull in, or I could pull in one of each. When I first started making the goose, I was trying to actually make it look, you know, like a goose in the sense that I was using solar panels to like make things look like wings and stuff, and then
It's the
Sense
little,
machine.
yeah.
Yeah,
We-
little goose.
Do you think, Almond, it would be against the rules if we had this attached to the other thing and then we accidentally crashed the very weak, flimsy thing that
Weak
joins the
support,
two?
yep.
Yeah. So oh no, it accidentally broke. It looks like we've got 2 ships now.
Here, how about this? I'll paste all 3 gooses, and you can look at them.
Shouldn't it be geese?
Geese.
Geese.
Yes, I will. I have a gander of goosey geese.
I think this is more like a gosling.
As in Ryan?
Yeah, I'm gonna give this thing a go. I have no
All
idea.
right,
what the
there's
control...
that's Mark 1.
Yes. It's meant to be.
got
It's meant to
plenty of
carry
thrust.
things, so
Yep.
it's got plenty
I'm
of
in
up thrust.
space. All right, I'm just gonna turn off my dampeners. I'll be back in a second.
All right,
it's
so
called the
there, Mark
cashew.
1, Mark 2, Mark 3.
So, do
do
you
you
see
think,
where
Almond?
I took off from? You might want to be looking at that.
You might.
No!
It's just testing its durability.
Oh no.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
that's
that's-
quite intact.
Yeah, I would have survived that. Okay, I
you did.
apologize.
I actually
mind-
like how that, like, even though it was weird how it kind of like went into the ground and then popped back up, but when it finally stopped, it actually looked like a really good, you know, like if you were making a world where there was like wrecks of things
Yeah,
that you could
the-
find.
They've done a good job with that sort of thing. like you can have long crashes, and then you just see the marks just over hundreds of meters sometimes as you've tumbled.
Yeah. So here you go. I've got Mark 3, 2, and 1 over here for your viewing pleasure.
It's just a seat on some thrusters.
Yep.
That's
So
awesome.
Mark 3, the reason Mark 3 looks like it does is because I needed to get it to live inside of the hog, right? So the back door of the hog would open up, you would fly this in, and it would the on the top there is the connector, and then it would connect to the hog from the inside. And I needed it to be small enough that it would fit into the cargo hold of the hog. So I got rid of the wings and everything.
So I'm going to simulate refueling with this thing. So I'm going to go remote control.
Does that mean you have to fly upside down because
Yep.
the connector's on top?
Yep, absolutely that. So
I'm
we've got
thinking
all-
that
all
we
this
should probably
hydrogen.
we should probably redesign it then so that that connector's on the bottom.
I think Almond might have already done all this work.
Oh, okay. So we're just
Here we go.
Oh, that actually.
Oh, it's
held up.
working. Apart from like all the stuff it's going to be carrying.
Yes.
There
yep,
we
there you
go.
go. Boom.
Perfect.
Refueling.
I actually built something that like still works.
Do you think we could do this while driving?
Yes. I think that's part of the. We have to have that as part of the rules of the game now. Is that you have to do like on the move refueling. You know, like how they have that those airplanes that refuel jets when they're flying. Yeah. Yeah.
So the problem now is that it doesn't have enough thrust to hold itself up. So it doesn't have enough thrust to go up from here.
Can you lower the
Almond's
the
gonna tip
tension
us.
between the connectors, like the magnetism between the connectors?
I can push it off.
Oh, I can use the. We can do this.
That works. We can refuel once.
Okay, so our ship will be about a dozen of them, all joined together, and we'll just break one off every time we need to refuel.
That's right. We can just make little refueling drones, right? Where they just pop off and then they go get some fuel and then they connect, put the fuel in, and then just self-destruct. We just self-destruct the drones to get them off.
Every time I do, like, I make one of these events, I always think, like, I'll start simple, and then I'll see what people do and adjust it for the next time that we do it, like if we like it, and then we'll just keep iterating. And I always like to try and pick the team that's going to be the reason that a bunch of rules need to be changed. And I think for this one, it's going to be us. There's going to be a lot of clauses added to the next iteration's rules to rule out all of the stuff that we're doing.
Awesome.
Almond, do you mind?
Almond, you said you already have a flyer thing
I
as well?
crashed it.
Yeah, that's what Boris crashed.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, see,
Oh, that was really big.
I knew we wouldn't be able to build all of this in 2 hours, so Armand's done his homework, and now we're just going to test it and make it like work.
So
Yes,
we're on like part
this is
2 of
nothing.
Weapons of Masterpiness, where we actually
Yeah.
test the things
Yeah.
we've built. Okay.
So, how are you going to refuel?
Wow.
Or is this just the base one?
This is just the base. This is
So we've got to
pretty much unmodified.
So have we got to give it like a? We've got to drop this butt down, pointing towards the ground. So it's just a big droopy butt.
I was thinking putting something like in the middle of the little arms, like it was carrying like fuel tanks.
Oh. So
That's what I
the
was
fuel tanks
imagining.
would go in the middle, like where I am here,
Yeah.
and then there would be a connector on the bottom of it.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And that means we need a conveyor system.
Is it sad that I missed the droopy butt idea already?
We can do both.
We have the power.
Well, so what do we want to do? We've got like an hour I presume, Anubiz?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we've used 45 minutes of my time already. Yes.
So does one do you want to do this? Which one do you prefer? Like both of you, which one do you prefer, the vehicle or the flyer? Or is that
yes?
Neither? Okay. Do you want to make a droopy butt, Anubiz?
Do I want to make a droopy butt?
Well, that's one of the things we need. Is we need a connection point to the top of to refuel it. So it needs hydrogen tanks for all the hydrogen.
Right. We
O2 generators.
We just need this thing to be able to store hydrogen and be able to refuel the bus from those tanks.
Yeah,
and carry stuff.
Carry spare
repairs.
parts, but we're only allowed one medium cargo container, so those cargo containers in there will have to go.
Yes.
But we could replace those with other things. We could just do the cheap workaround that Almond. We could just paste an entirely new bus underneath this. And if we need anything, we just weld it off the entire complete bus that we've got carried around.
You've got a replacement bus, not a replacement part. Oh wow!
I mean,
well, actually, that's actually really cheaty too. I love it because doesn't the bus have a whole bunch of replacement parts in it already? So by pasting a bus underneath it,
better idea. We get we copy the bus and then turn it into the support vehicle. So we remove the wheels, add thrusters, and then we just like
cannibalize
the support vehicle to keep the bus going.
As long as the support vehicle can.
I can't.
But you
Like
have
that. Let's get rid of this piece of crap.
All right,
and just paste down another bus.
Yep.
Paste it.
I'll get rid of.
Let's grab another bus.
Yep. Is this the one that I wrecked over here?
You realize that
Yes.
we're gonna need to adjust the support bus, right, so that it can refuel the bus. And it's gonna.
Yes.
So we're basically gonna have to make a male bus for our female bus, and then when it refuels, you know what it's gonna look like, right?
Do we have to make sure this ship can fly at like a 45-degree angle?
Well, it really all depends on where we decide to put the
we
connector.
We need a rotor to do that.
Have that slant on the back side of the bus.
A rotor, and a piston.
Actually, it does have a connector under here, doesn't it? Yeah, it has a connector. I put a connector underneath the bus.
Yeah. So that connector has to go on a piston.
And a rotor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, we're gonna have to invite, like, Apple probably wouldn't want to take part in any of this because it's space engineers, but we'll have to invite him just to watch that refueling.
Just to watch that. Okay, so which one is the one we are cannibalizing?
Whichever you want.
Yeah.
They're both exactly the same.
So we need to make this thing fly, right? Is what you're saying?
Yeah. So we just.
And are we what are we allowed to use to make it fly? Does it
Anything. Yeah. I don't think there are rules, so it can be uranium powered, so that means you can get rid of all those hydrogen engines.
So we don't want these wheels, right?
Yeah, I guess we just strip it out.
Almond, how attached do I make changes to the actual road bus to try and get it?
You can, but I will judge you forever.
Okay.
That sounds like a challenge to me.
I'm gonna make one little thing over here in secret, and then I'll judge myself first before I work out whether it's worth it. While you keep doing that.
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Yeah, no, that's all right. I'll just put Anubiz. Yeah, just transition that. I'll put Anubiz on the main screen, and I'll be in the corner while I do this because I don't know if this is gonna work.
Sounds like it's like we got two Borises over there.
I was paying attention.
Atmospheric thrusters.
Oh, we've still got the problem of not being able to weld down the buffer wheels.
Yeah. I mean,
we'll cross that on the day.
we'll cross that bridge when we
Work
come
it
to
out
it.
on the fly.
I mean, by the time we get to the first checkpoint, I mean, it's going to be pretty. I mean,
We probably won't have wheels by then anyway.
yeah, we probably the buffer wheels probably won't exist. I mean, in Australian fashion, the front probably fell off.
Yeah, so we want this thing to. So, what are you thinking, Almond? Are we putting like big thrusters on the side of this thing, or?
I was going to put where the wheels were.
Oh, there. That's kind of neat. I like it. I like it.
So it's like thruster wheels.
Thruster wheels.
TM.
All right. Well, you work on the thrust then, and I'll work on the connection mechanism for refueling.
Yes, it's very important.
Yes. I'm probably gonna need. I might need one. Yeah. Once you get this thing flying, we might need to actually push it up because I'm gonna need room to make this work. All right. So that connector connected into the side of that, I guess.
Oh, ignore that.
Ignore what?
Yes, exactly.
Oh, got a cat attempting to get in the way of the screen.
Now, we learned this the last time we played, Boris, but we need an advanced rotor, right, to actually move stuff through it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You're actually doing that.
Yes, of course I am.
Yeah. A very naughty cat right now. Please don't knock that monitor over. We've already had an accident with a chair.
Keep forgetting and almost falling off.
Oh, this is a bad idea.
They're the wrong. Not even the right spot.
The fact that, like, you realize that saying that out loud means that it's a good idea.
Oh. Had something fall over.
Ignore that.
Ignore what?
Exactly. It's fine. I'm just.
Oh.
As you remove stuff, things fall out and then get stuck.
Oh, I'm definitely wasting time. This is a ridiculous idea.
We are all doing the same thing. Advanced rotor. How does this thing work? Why does the advanced rotor look like it's not the entire thing?
Are you looking at just the head? Oh
Maybe.
no, that's just the. I think it will spawn in once you place it.
I'm trying to remember how these things work, so I'm just gonna stick one on the side and see what happens. Okay, and then rotor. Okay, so that just twists. I don't know why I keep thinking a rotor is a hinge. It's not.
Whoa!
Whoa! That look. I see nothing.
Nah. That's
So that's a rotor.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a rotor. Turny. I want it to
Welder.
hinge. So the only way to get something to hinge is to do it off the side, which makes this thing massive. They really need to make a hinge in this game.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure
Yeah.
why they haven't.
I mean, there's a mod, isn't there?
Yeah, I assume so.
You're making the rules, right, Boris? Can we add that to the list of things you're allowed to use?
Yeah, I could. Are we just gonna just keep adding things until we get what we want?
Yeah, just like you said, you're going to make the PCU or whatever one above what our ultimate build is. I think you should do the same thing with parts. And remove all the parts from the list that we don't use. Even from the base game.
So, how much would you judge me, Almond?
That's a good way to start a sentence.
I guess I should test this first before I... You
Subject me.
control wheels through pistons.
I know what you. I think I know what you're doing.
Can? I think you can.
Because I thought about it too, and I didn't try it.
Oh. What's happening? What's happening? Some weird physics thing's happening.
What are you doing?
I'm not doing anything. I just clicked share
It's
and
alive.
tensor and it's doing this.
Hey, you know what? That
Just
will
roll
work.
it there.
That'll work
Yeah.
way better than what you were trying to do before to get over a mountain.
Yeah, I mean, this is just doing its
use
thing. We'll
The
just get
bus
out.
as the wheel.
Yeah, why didn't we think of this before? The bus is the wheel. This will work way better, Boris. I love it.
I mean,
You're
it's
a
actually
genius.
not taking that much damage either.
How,
Okay. All
you
I
basically,
did
yeah.
was turn the
Is it a
inertia
rotor?
tensor on. No, it's just
Oh.
pistons and weird physics.
That's beautiful,
Can I
man.
control it?
Can you duplicate it? Is this consistent behavior?
Well, we've got to know if I can actually like turn while I was doing this.
Oh, it looks like you can.
Wait,
Just
turn.
don't quite know.
Who needs to turn?
All right, I'm gonna spin round, I think, so that I'm going back towards. This is difficult, especially if we're in first person. Okay, right. I gotta turn.
I don't know why we spent all this time making a bus when the what was that thing that you made, Boris? That the giant rolling pin, like that would have been the best option.
Yeah, we could do something like that. It's definitely too late. All right, I've spun it round. Am I getting back towards the buses? Oh,
What?
Yeah, sort of.
I think I'm just gonna
Rolled
leave
over me.
this. It's just gonna do its own thing now. We broke the game.
Oh, okay.
This
I didn't think buses moved like that.
No, this is just what this thing does now. I think
Welcome
I'm
to
just gonna
Space
leave
Engineers,
it.
Lyric. Welcome to Space
Yeah.
Engineers.
Oh, stop breaking things and hurting
My
yourself.
chair is bad.
I'm worried it's gonna hit. It's not going like end over end now.
No, it's not. Oh, it
This is-
stopped.
Has it sorted itself out?
It's not moving anymore.
I'm just gonna leave that in the background. I'm gonna stop. What I wanted to do was to put all of the wheels on pistons, so we could raise it up
Yeah. I
and
was.
drive around on stilts. But that
Does it
that was
work?
a bad idea. No. So is this a copy of the bus, Almond, that you put down here? Yeah, it is. So I can take another copy. I'll try again, but a different
Wow.
concept.
Wow, that's amazing.
Okay, sorry for the interruption.
No, you're not.
That's fair.
Okay, yeah. My design has to wait until you can lift the bus up there, Almond.
Okay. One side's not going to be
Oh.
the same as the other, unfortunately.
What did you do? Oh, Boris!
Oh no.
It's getting jiggy over there. Da na 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 na.
Right, I think I know what it might be. When that piston, the jacks. So I just tried to I tried to put one block on the end of one of those pistons. but because the piston is all the way retracted,
Oh yes, I was having issues
the
with that.
hitbox very slightly overlaps between the one on the end of the piston and the bus itself. So they seem to be pushing against each other, and it's a perpetual motion machine.
So you're saying that the reason that this is happening is physics?
Yes.
Physics.
So I
Might
just
be the winning
removed it.
vehicle right there.
If I put something on that, it
Are you
goes.
saying that we have a propulsion system just by
Yeah.
adding and removing a block?
Yep. This is all we need.
So
Perfect.
we need to have like a welding system then with a projector, and when we want to go, it welds the block, and when we want to stop, it destroys the block.
The only difficulty is that there's no real way of controlling this.
Well, what if you had a whole bunch of these on different sides of it, and then you weld
Okay.
and then
All right, I'm going to add
destroy
another one.
blocks?
I've added another one to the rear, and it's like stabilized it. So what if I added another one there? Are we just
Bet you can get
rolling
over
this
that
way now?
mountain now.
Yeah. Oh, you're back up on your feet, or your. Oh, there
I'm
it
just
goes.
gonna slowly roll like this. Is this what
It's
we're
just
gonna
got to
do?
be. It's just got to be consistent nonsense. If it's consistent nonsense, you can use it.
No, cat. One of these days we've got to set up the webcam so all this cat nonsense makes sense. I'm trying to play Space Engineers with a cat that wants to sit either on my keyboard or between me and the microphone. Alright, I'm going to leave that, and I'm going to go back to
We're
work
gonna have
again.
a graveyard. We're gonna have a graveyard of. All right. I see it's floating now.
Yes.
All
That
right.
means we've got to keep the pistons like out a tiny bit so we can put something on them.
Yeah. This session is going exactly like all of our sessions go, Boris.
Yeah.
We have ideas and plans of actually being productive,
It's working
and then
as
this
intended.
happens.
We sometimes come up with maybe one good idea in this whole thing, but we've used up the whole thing to come up with that one good idea that we don't have time to implement it.
Yeah. You mean like what happened in the live Weapons of Mass Penis?
Yeah.
This is way too big. This isn't gonna work. I can't.
Well, this one has
I'm
big
so sad that we don't
problems.
have hinges. You have to make such a gigantic thing to make a hinge work.
Finicky. Alright, this might be another perpetual motion machine. Yeah, it is.
Oh, I liked it there.
So. I guess. What if I go?
Still not far enough. What did I do?
What didn't you do?
Oh, I did the wrong. I made it go faster.
It's now Sonic.
No, I've got to.
I'm ready to stay. You know what? I just realized that my whole my whole idea of a rotor piston fueling system would also mean that we would need to have the bus receiving end also would have to be on an angle.
Is that...
Oh no. Okay, no. Right, what you could do is have one rotor that puts it on an angle and then connect it up to a piston, and on the end of that piston there's another rotor that then straightens it again. Is that too much? That's too much.
Well, again, I need hinges, so if I don't have hinges, it's gonna be like the size of the freaking bus to make this work. Like, do you hear what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, maybe just the piston is a good enough thing.
Maybe the piston is good enough. I'm so sad. Okay. Are you sure we can't add hinges?
I'll have a quick look on that. I wonder if I can I put the workshop up on screen? No, won't bother.
How do I get a large piston?
There's only
Is that
one.
a different block?
Only one piston size.
There's only one piston size. Oh.
Yeah, but we're using a small block, so you get that size piston. That was a bad way of saying that.
But I understood what you're saying. So you mean I'm limited to a piston that is tiny like that?
In proportion, it's the same size as the piston for the large block, relatively.
That looks dumb though.
That looks dumb. Is that the? It's a flying bus. Looking dumb is not the issue.
Okay. Well. Everything that all my dreams are being squashed right now. I hope you guys are happy.
All right, there is a hinge on the workshop. I don't know if we should be adding things like one day out from the event after people have made their stuff.
I
Just to,
I agree. Sadly, I agree with you.
where do we put?
And also, it's like I want it for a real like dumb reason too. So.
What are we doing?
So why is that? I don't understand the scale. Why?
I'm gonna have to remove the beds from this second one.
The bed race.
Only in the bus.
Yeah,
We only
the
have
bus is the bed.
So we've got the bus for the bed, and the bus doesn't have the bed.
Yeah, we've got two buses now.
Oh, right.
We've got
And they're
a
named
driving
exactly
bus and a
the
flying
same.
bus.
Right.
Yeah, and they're both just bus.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
the entire time we're going to be it's going to be a comedy sketch.
Mm-hmm.
Just go to the bus. Which bus? No, the bus.
The bus, not that bus. The bus.
Who's on first?
Yeah. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Should we name? We should name each vehicle something that when you like who's on first, what's on second. So it'd be like who and what.
Do you want to call the one that flies, we call that the driver, and the one that drives, we call that the flyer?
That's too easy to work out though.
Okay.
No, yeah, it's gonna be like.
How about we name one the other one?
We could
And the other one, that one.
That one. Yeah, we'll have that one and the other one, and we'll just We'll
But
just
we
name
all
them.
have a different
no.
name for each of
The
them.
driving one, name it what, and then the flying one, name it that. So you go, get on that.
What?
Get on what? Get on what?
Get on what?
No, get on that. That would be the next.
Get on
one,
that.
Yeah.
No, what? No, what? No, that.
Get on what?
Get on what? No, that. I like it. This is dumb. I love it.
And then the team name will just be who?
The World Health Organization?
Who?
Why are all these access denied things everywhere? Why is the permissions in this game so bad? I want there
Hey,
to be
I have
a
an
setting
idea.
to turn it all off.
Can we just use a jump drive to like go to the waypoints?
I already thought of that.
Yeah, they don't work on the planet, unfortunately.
Well, could you make a jump drive that then you jump like directly above the planet, above the waypoint, and then you just drop?
Well, we've got parachutes.
Yeah. So you just go boop, and then you drop, and then you parachute down, and then you take off your wheels, you put new ones on, and then you jump to the next one above the planet, then you drop. I think it works perfectly.
I mean, I did notice there was no rules that you couldn't just pick up your rover with your support
Oh.
vehicle.
That is a rule. I didn't write it down. It was too obvious.
You have to write it down, Boris. You have
Yeah,
to
I'm
write
gonna
it
have
down.
to write that one down. Yeah.
There's no such thing
I
as
mean-
too obvious, because just like you, everybody else would be totally legitimate in saying it's not in the list.
This might work if I had access over any of the wheels, but I don't have any like permissions over anything because this game is stupid. I'm gonna
So,
reset all
since-
the ownership.
Since we've
we
built
do
a bus that can't actually drive over land terrain, should we just put a bunch of drills on the front of it and then just like drill through the mountains?
We could do that. As we learned in the Weapons of Mass Disturbance one, the drills are very slow.
Yeah, that's true. Well, do you like? Is it a race in the sense that you have to get there first, or just that you have to finish?
What?
Is that a race?
Yeah. What races are
Is
just
that-
about finishing?
Yeah.
Does it say that in the rules?
Yeah, who wins in the rules?
So I'm gonna define the concept of race.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man.
I can't really work on the bus without owning everything. So I've done nothing. I've been no help.
How do I fix it?
I don't know. I think the only real thing is to reset the world with ownership set to nobody, which is what I'll do when we start. Because I'm thinking everyone should be in everyone should be in the same faction for the race. There aren't any enemies. What I want to do is just wholesale turn off the permission system entirely. Just all blocks are open game for everyone. That's what I want. This is looking like a thing, though.
It's because Almond's working on it. Oh wait, does that? Can you connect a small side to a large side on these stupid blocks? Like a connector? Like if I put a... Because I noticed like you're... Like inside the bus, right, it's got those small connectors. So I hook up a connector block that touches the small connectors. But then if you want to like change the direction so that you have a small connector coming out of a large connector. And the connector block has small ones on both sides. So therefore you'd have a small connector attached to a large connector spot. Does that work?
No.
So how do you can't change the direction then?
I can't really tell what you're...
Well, if you look on the stream,
yeah.
right, like it's got on both sides of this block, it's got the small ones, but I want the small ones facing down. But the only way I could put the big block, because I need the small ones facing in to connect to the system inside the bus, but then I want small ones facing, so if I did this, right, there would be small ones facing a large one, but that's not going to work?
No.
So there's no way to get it so that the small ones are facing down if I have to connect it this way to get into the system in the bus? I would have to redo the connector system on the inside. Because the only reason I ask is because I'm assuming, where is it here? Like, I'm assuming then that this doesn't work, right?
No.
All right, and I also can't, the other thing I can't do is put it, like I can't put it in the middle, right? It won't let me put it in the middle. So I need the small ones facing down, but so I have to basically redesign the inside of the bus so that
it might be slightly against the rules, but I think people would be fine with it for this purpose. You could put an advanced rotor. Oh, can you do a small head on an advanced rotor?
Oh god, I don't know.
Oh no, sorry, it'd be the other way around. I want to put a large head on a small rotor. So we can put a large...
Yeah, so I put that there, then you'd want a small one on that, right?
Yeah, I'd want a large head so that you can use the large block piston, which is... Hang on, I'll put it over here. That's the size of a large block piston. That's what I want coming out of the bottom of it, and that's, I assume, what you wanted earlier.
Yes,
but I don't think there's
I want
a way
that.
to...
How do I make that come out?
You'd have to connect a large block rotor head to that advanced rotor, which I don't think works.
Which is... It does work. That's what super gridding is.
Ah, okay. So,
Is
which we've
connecting
got
a large...
turned on.
And it is a pain in the butt to do.
Yeah.
I don't really understand how it's supposed to work.
So let's not do that? I don't know. You could just have a very long and... Okay, I think I've got an idea. Oh wait. Oh, I'm just clicking everything but the thing I want.
Done.
So it just spins.
Yep. Actually, if we wanted to get really fancy, what I can do is I remove that. We got a rotor there, right? Right. Yeah, you ready for this? And then I want this. Can I flip this around? Will it let me? Can you attach a rotor to a rotor, like on the rotor ends?
I'm sure you can.
It doesn't seem to want to let me turn it though.
I know how to fix your actual problem though. I know how to get a piston out of there. Sorry to... Are you just going to continuously add rotors all the way down?
Yeah. I was going to add like a whole bunch of rotors, and then you can have them all spinning in different directions as it refuels.
Oh no.
So they're all spinning, but because they're all spinning at different speeds and different directions, the actual connector is still.
Yeah, you got to make sure that they all rotate so perfectly, so that the very bottom one doesn't actually rotate, but all the ones in between it are all turning.
Oh.
Boris was just rubbing his face.
These are the problems that I want to solve. I want to make a problem so that I can solve it later.
But I've worked out how to add your pistons on. Do you want to do that, or do you want to do this?
I really appreciate Lyric you telling me what he's physically doing, because that adds so much more. Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
I'm gonna sit here self-conscious now.
Although you know what, surprisingly, my mental picture of you, Boris, had you. I think my mental picture had you doing a face like a Picard face palm.
That's exactly what I had.
Yeah.
You'll have to. You just do this. You'll have to build around it to make it, look alright. You could just keep adding these. That'll go really long. Oh, but then you've got to convert that to a big one. Oh, and then your problem
That's always the problem, isn't it? We always want it bigger. That was phrased that way on purpose.
This is going to be the only way you can do it. It doesn't look good.
Yeah, see, this is the problem that I was having before, but when I was trying to figure out how to hinge it.
Yeah.
No, this is. I think the piston idea.
We got there.
It's solved. There, I did it. This is totally a there I fixed it solution. Where's the duct tape?
And the WD-40.
And the WD-40.
So then.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Is that good?
Done. Save it.
It's so wobbly.
It's like real life.
Does that look good, Almond?
God goodness, it's gonna snap off.
I'll put the inertia tensor thing on. I don't fully understand how it works, but I think it will make it better.
We're gonna sneeze and it's gonna snap straight off.
No, with the inertia tensor on that'll be stable.
Oh yeah, that'll.
Yeah. So yeah,
Someone
it's fine
throws a
now.
pebble.
Everything looks fine.
Everything's fine. Nothing to see here. Move along. Move along. Mm-hmm. I honestly think that actually having Boris and I join Almond in a construction effort is a deterrent for progress.
So you could now, like, this is just going to be rough. It's not going to be like
right, because what you have right now is elegant.
Yeah. So you could build around like this. I think maybe.
Okay, so then when you expand,
it...
Oh no!
Okay. Oh, no, I've done the same thing as before. No. Drop it off! Drop it off! Cut it off! No!
I think I remember Almond saying something about saving it. We're like,
yes, I copied it.
Yeah, because he's smart.
I planned for this.
Because he's smart. SMRT. Wow.
So
the amount of buses here.
So if I power that, will it go forever?
Oh my god.
I'm sad it didn't. The whole.
Oh!
I made a thing.
alive.
It's gone.
Oh my god! You know what this reminds me of, Boris? Do you remember when you made that spider thing?
Yeah. Whoa.
Oh. Bonk, bonk.
When we were, yeah, you know what? I bet you your spider, like your idea of making a propulsion system with pistons would still work.
Yeah. That was in a mini game thing I was building.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I remember. What was it called?
Sick of the physics not working. I can't remember what the thing was, but it was some sort of spider.
Yeah, it was a spider. It was hilarious because it was like when you would retract it, it would fly away, right? Like when you retracted the pistons was how it got propulsion. Yeah, that thing was so funny.
Yeah, I've got here.
Uh-oh.
This is not helpful to anything.
That's how the best ideas start.
Might need a bit more space.
So what if we built a flyer for the flyer that connects the bus and the flyer together?
Oh no. I can just see it exploding. It's like a premonition.
I'm thinking of like, you know, retrofitting the goose there so that it has pistons on the top and the bottom with connectors, and then you basically just fly in between the bus and the flyer, and then it extends out from both sides and connects up to then transfer fuel.
I think Boris has already beat us to it.
Oh yeah, he's making his.
Oh no!
No, not yet.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready for your mate.
Oh.
It doesn't matter. You actually exploding the propulsion system was probably a feature that you wanted, right? Because we want to use piston power.
Yeah, this is the propulsion system. All these pistons.
Piston power. So,
right.
Almond, I have to ask: is Boris like a lot more productive when I'm not here?
I don't think
I'm just curious.
We build together by not actually being together at the same time.
I see. Right. Okay. So yeah. So it's not me. It's just when you're with people. And I'm the same way. I'm totally the same way. Like as soon as I'm with people, I do dumb shit, and when I'm on my own, I actually build things that work.
Look at this fantastic contraption that I built. Look what it does.
It stands on its head.
It's like a gyro.
It just turns around and goes on its head.
Alright, I'm gonna see what happens when I extend all these.
Can you turn the speed up?
Yeah.
It actually looks like a bunch of like satellite dishes pointed at the sky with a bunch of guns, like rail guns.
What a good sound. How do I get it to face the way I want it to face though? Maybe I'll copy that with it extended. I want to jump my whole way there.
Yeah, what if we just do... Where is it there? Is that working?
Yeah, yes?
Oh, it's not.
I don't know what you wanted to do, but it's doing something.
It's like a jellyfish.
Yeah, it is. It's totally like a jellyfish. That's beautiful. What if you use that as a defense system where you put those all around your base and you turn them all on, and then people would just like when they come to invade you, they would look at that and they go, no, and they turn around and they walk away.
Yeah, there's nothing of value here.
There's nothing of value here. Just jellyfish land.
That's what I want to try with a bus now. Can we make like a...
We're not going to be ready for tomorrow, are we?
Oh no, we've infected Almond. We're screwed now.
Oh yeah, look at this.
Jumping
Oh!
the bus.
That's how you get over mountains. You drive, and then when you get close, you bounce it. So you use the hydraulic system. It's like those cars that people put those crazy
Yeah.
hydraulic systems in.
Can you do another thing now, Almond?
I love it. That's amazing.
Can you move the strength slider of all the wheels down to 0 slowly, and then suddenly push them all the way up to 100?
Oh lord. You don't have
Wait, which
iron
one's-
thrusters.
Wait, the strength?
So all of the wheels, yeah, and then the strength slider.
Oh yeah.
You gotta bring it down to 0 first, and then 100 in one hit.
Strength.
Forrest, look at the
Aw.
stream.
Wait,
Oh, there we
are.
go.
Whoa!
Oh. Why is only every second jump good? No?
Well, because
Other than-
I can't drag it, and
Oh.
here we are.
Oh my god.
That was a hard landing.
This is fun.
I was genuinely trying to come up with ideas like that. I did think of maybe like a grappling hook. So a
Alright.
landing gear on the end of a bunch of pistons. You extend all the pistons and then lock the landing gear on like the top of the thing you're trying to climb up the bus in, and then retract the pistons so it slowly pulls you up. And then you extend the pistons again, and you just drag yourself with the landing gear.
Uh-huh. I have
was
a
my
question
serious
for you, Almond.
suggestion.
Couldn't you, like, if you start driving forward and then you do that, will
Oh,
you
yeah.
leap? Will you leap in that direction? Because Boris, I'm honestly thinking this is how you get up a mountain.
Yeah, and the wheels have like an air shock system now too, so they don't pop off when you do these jumps.
Oh, look at that! Okay, I'm curious now. You know that, like, that to your left, there's that mountain that we were trying to get up.
Yes.
using this strategy, can you get up?
Oh, just
Watch out for
bonked out.
trees.
You gotta time it perfectly. That's the
Yeah, you got you.
problem.
You might need to back up and try this again. Yeah, because you lost your momentum.
That might be a
Which-
problem.
That might be a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. As soon as I hit it, it just loses.
You said we're allowed to have one hydrogen thruster. Can we just put like a giant one on its butt?
Ooh.
And then flare it when we're going up mountains? Like
I
you
don't think
jump, you
that's- I
drive,
don't think that's a
you
rule.
turn on the thruster, and then you go, and then you jump.
Hang on.
Could you put landing gear on the bottom of these so you can do a jump and then just stick? So you can time it all so that you jump forward slowly and just stick.
Little buddy hop.
Doesn't,
Yeah, no, this
does
looks
not
like
work.
it does not work. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe a better idea then is just the drag racer idea, where you just have a car with a giant freaking jet engine on the back of it, and then you just jet engine your way up the side of the
We haven't
mountain.
allowed the thrusters though. That's the.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I just heard an explosion.
Okay, I have to say though,
Like a glove.
take a look at our construction site, guys.
Do you see my
Things are on
thing?
fire.
Do you see the big thing
Yes.
on? Yep, I'm gonna try jumping this now.
Oh boy.
Oh.
No.
Oh,
Why,
it
why
went,
are
it
some of
went
your
back.
legs longer than the other ones?
I don't know why it's a...
It really wants to go on its head.
Yeah, I fell into. I fell apart. Oh, that didn't work very well.
Nope.
It's just a junkyard now.
Right, we have
It is.
28 minutes
Uh-huh.
in which to come up with perfection.
I mean,
All
what
of the
I did
buses
to
are
the
just
actual
spinning.
bus, the flying bus, isn't
Yeah, that.
useless.
Yeah.
No,
It
it
does
isn't.
fly.
Yeah, I mean, in reality, all we really need is just
A
the
connector, yeah.
connector there that goes low enough that you can actually connect to the other bus without touching, like the two buses, right?
Well, what about can I just land on the bus? I mean, it's the same size.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think you can, but I do
It'd be
think
a
we
double
need.
decker.
A double-decker bus. I
Yeah.
need to do that now. Just copy the bus and just slap it on top of itself.
So if I go like this, like I was doing before, and then we just put. I guess we just extend it out one more and then put a connector on the bottom of that. Right? Then that's kind of get you past the feet. And then you can hover over top of the other bus and connect up and then transfer.
I'm just looking around the planet looking for the sort of terrain that we're going to be crossing, because this planet is nowhere near as difficult as the Earth-like planet in general. So I think we are going to be able to like plot some courses where the bus might actually be able to make it through.
Yeah, I reckon
Right.
we're not going to be able to get everywhere, but I think we can get there consistently if we go the right direction.
Yeah. No, I mean, if anything, like we're looking around, anything that you see that looks like there's no grass, right? Like the rocks have gone up high enough that the grass is gone. All of those are off limits.
Yeah,
So
and we can go
you need to-
around.
You need to plot a course around those, yeah, which is what the flyer's for, I guess, right? Somebody would be in the flyer saying, go this way, go that way.
At the roundabout, turn left.
So can you put my screen up full screen? If you look at the stream now and look at this sort of terrain, this is the sort of like, if the checkpoint is in the middle of this, like we don't have a choice, we've got to get in here.
Well, then, but
you're
who's putting the checkpoints down?
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
putting
don't put them there.
Don't screw us over.
I could put down separate checkpoints just for us.
That's right. I like this idea.
Because if we make it too easy, the others are just going to breeze through it. Because they will have some quite...
It sounds like
They'll have made.
Competent.
Mia won't.
No,
Mia won't. I don't know fully who is...
He's not
who's
even going to
joined.
get off the starting line.
No.
No offense, Mia, if you're here. Sorry.
How about this, Boris? How about you have checkpoints that move?
There's
So
silence here.
when we
Oh,
go
hey, Jim.
for it, it moves to a really good location, and then when other people go for it, it moves into the mountains.
Hi Jim. You can't play this weekend, can you? You can't do the race. I think you said that you had stuff that needed doing. If you look at all of this nonsense, Jim, that tells you how well the building is going. We now have 24 minutes to be fully prepared. We've got a ground bus and a air bus.
It's what and who. No, who, what?
So so
How? When? Third base.
yeah, that's the sketch. Well done, Almond.
That's,
So this is that.
this.
This.
this
So this is this, and
and that.
that is that?
Yeah.
Or what? I
Oh,
can't remember.
wait.
We came up
It
with some
was,
bad.
What and that.
What and that. So this
Yeah,
is that.
like, get in that.
And that's what.
Get in what?
Yep. That's not going to make any sense to him. They're the names that we've given them. Jim's moving house. So that he can't play. That does make
Oh,
sense.
I thought you were
He's
suggesting
moving
that the
house
name
so
of the
that he
bus
can't
should be
play.
Jim's moving house.
So you've, from the looks of it, you've got a bunch of thrusters, a bunch of hydrogen tanks. Is that? Are those conveyor tubes down the side? Are they handling all
Yes.
of the? Okay, so we're going to be. That is one thing that we've got
Yeah,
to do.
don't
Is
whack
really,
into the side
really
of something.
don't crash the flyer, or we'll be screwed. Because then we'll have to repair the flyer. So I don't think we'll be able to get through this
Well,
without it.
We can repair the flyer with the bus.
that's the wrong way around. The bus
was-
is not going to be. There's not going to be
was-
much left of the bus.
I was waiting for that, but
Okay. Well, this does actually look like it might work.
yeah, because Almond did it.
Yeah, we've done one thing. I mean, Almond did the bus as well, and that doesn't work.
Yes.
It does work.
No,
Okay.
it does work as a bus. Works very well as a bus.
so did the other one.
Is that? Oh, that's a. I thought there was a sound block on the back. Can we make it have a horn?
I wanted music.
I still think we should just put
Yeah.
wheels all the way along the side of the bus and up the front and back. But
Actually, are you able to spawn in the thing at the start of the stream that you showed me? We can show
Yes.
Anubiz.
No, I can't.
Oh, you can't?
This
What?
is actually here's
Why
here's
can't
what
you?
I started with, because I don't have a blueprint. It was just copied
Oh, okay.
from my world.
Yeah.
This is what I had originally.
Yeah, so this is one
that's
that
what
might
the
actually
bus.
work.
The bus turned into that.
This is the sensible.
This turned into the
Original.
bus.
Oh, this turned into the bus.
Oh,
Yeah, see, that might be a better idea. Just use that.
I mean,
no, I want the bus.
Look at it go.
I've driven it wrong. I shouldn't have jumped there. I've lost all momentum, but this is a good comparison of what other teams are going to be able to do.
Yeah.
you just like.
Look at it
scale.
go. You're actually going straight up the side of the biggest mountain right now.
Oh,
Oh, now
I mean,
now you're screwed.
no, a bit of this is my poor
Yeah,
decisions.
you
as a
shouldn't have gone
driver.
that way. Like if
But-
you were trying to drive up the part of the hill that we were trying to use the bus for,
Yeah.
I think you'd already be done.
I think with
Yeah, that's a
some
bit
wheel
steep.
setting changes, this could even get up here. Like you have to kind of change settings.
I mean, I didn't.
on the fly.
I didn't really even finish that. That was just the.
Yeah. All right, I let out the parachutes. Oh. So, yeah, Jim said that we need a jukebox, which is definite. That's going to
Yeah.
happen.
Oh, and lights that are all different colors,
yeah,
right?
lights, yeah. So,
It's gonna be a party bus.
Well, everything that Boris makes ends up being a party whatever. a party that and a party what?
I
Screw it. I'll go and get that thing.
okay. What I wanted was to make the bus do this. Like I was going to turn the bus into
Sit on
this.
its side.
No.
I think the bus will do that very easily.
Yes, it was. That was a problem I didn't know how to fix. Is what happens when it rolls.
You have gyros in it, right? You do need a lot of gyros.
Not that
to
many.
Flip it, yeah. Would it have to be, in order to counteract the much larger weight of the bus compared to what other people are going to be driving, would that mean more wheels and more engines? Like, can we just slap a bunch of wheels on the side of this thing and go from there?
I guess, yes.
It'd just be a caterpillar.
Here is the thing.
Can you still hear things, Jim? I'm not sure what it sounds like on stream.
The party ball.
The disco ball.
The disco orb.
Do you think people would be upset if we turned up in this?
This could be our flyer.
That's
The only
what it
problem
was.
That's what it was supposed to be. Like, Almond built it for that purpose, but he built it before we'd settled on the rules, and the rules say that the flyer has to be a small block ship, and this is a large block ship.
Oh.
Because otherwise we could pull apart the ship really quickly and just rebuild the bus.
I love it though. Wow. That's amazing. Oh my god, when you go inside.
Oh,
By the way, it doesn't loop, which means that your job, Anubiz, would be to stand in front of the jukebox and keep hitting play.
Keep hitting play. Oh, this thing is... How did you make the thing all shiny inside?
Anubiz hasn't seen new
thing.
textures. He doesn't know how that all works.
Oh,
This is the thing in the game now.
this is gorgeous.
If you click P, if you can hear me over the top of this,
Yeah.
if you click P, you can see all the skins down the bottom right. So they're like different things you can do now.
Wood
more
armor.
choice.
yeah, you can make it wood.
Wood. Because that's what all spaceships need, is armor made out of wood.
I can't paint it because you painted it to begin
Oh,
with. That's going
my
to turn it
goodness.
into a wood disco ball.
This is glorious.
I mean, I can do that. Oh no, the music.
I haven't seen the wood. I don't know what the wood looks
Really?
like.
Whoa. Oh.
Oh,
I mean,
the
that
lights
doesn't
are...
actually look bad.
Look at those wooden cargo containers. This is, just to let you know, we've got 15 minutes.
Yeah, we're basically done. Oh my god, there are wooden thrusters.
Oh my good.
Oh, it's beautiful. Somehow I think wooden thrusters would not work very well.
I think we would, with how loud that is, we would really annoy everyone else.
And yeah, because it has a. Hang on, it's got a range.
Well,
It's got
is that a
range
valid
of
strategy?
500 meters.
Yeah,
A valid strategy, try and get them to disqualify themselves because they can't handle the...
I did.
Because
kind
if
of
that's the
want-
case, if that's the case, I can bring in the Annoyinator.
You still have that in your blueprints. I did kind of want at the start of the race to follow Sal, Mir, and I can't remember who's with them. I wanted to just follow them. Aw, poor Disco Ball.
Oh, what's happening? Did the wooden thrusters start to catch on fire?
Can I just roll it there? If I just.
Yeah.
Oops.
Can you put your put your gyros to do the pitch full override?
Yeah.
Is that what it's doing?
Well, basically,
Oh, you're doing it manually.
I'm just holding down the button.
And this is an option. We could just make a massive heavy
ball.
armor ball.
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying about the
the rolling
pinwheel or whatever. Yeah, the rolling pin.
The difficult thing is the spotter will have to tell them what to do the whole way around.
Yeah.
Oh, the music. Music.
The most important part.
But yeah, I was gonna follow Mir and Sal at the start and basically just annoy them, just yell at them and generally get in the way of their race. So this would be a good thing.
Did the music die?
Everything died.
The day the music died.
Okay, well I'm gonna just smacked into.
Did you just run right into me?
Yeah. I'm gonna start
my
doing
goodness.
some practice driving.
Wow.
We haven't
Yeah,
even
like,
talked about like strategy or anything yet.
nope.
We definitely need to be able to control these wheels. That's a problem.
You know what? Honestly, Boris, I don't think we need strategy. Because the
Yeah.
bus is not going to get past the first hill, so it's kind of a moot point.
Yeah, we're gonna have to drive around all of the hills. And then somehow, if we do need to climb one, we're gonna have to find a way up it, because this is it. This is the
Oh,
extent
no.
of our off-range. Off-road
You can't even do it the
capabilities.
foothill.
No. But we could
Yeah,
drive
I mean-
around it.
Yeah,
That
so
could
that's our
end up
strategy.
being
We know what
faster.
our strategy is: find flat ground.
Hang on, I think I know the issue.
Is it too low? I think the butt's
Because I noticed
scraping at
those
the moment.
wheels at. I'm going to replace some of the wheels.
'Cause I think we'll need more ground clearance.
I've got something in my blueprints called the tire muncher concept.
It's a good thing.
What
What's
is
the
that?
concept for? Like what's the end
I
result
don't
there?
know.
Well, the
Author
tire
was
muncher.
Elemental Blaze. It was Elemental Blaze made it. It's called the tire muncher concept. I don't know. What is this? It looks like it's supposed to be in space.
I get, if we want to take this race more seriously, we could submit the little thing that Almond has made that will be able to go up and down things, and then just resign ourselves to the fact that we're just going to have a flying bus. Like, that's going to be the bus representation, is through the flyer.
It's through the flyer.
Yeah.
And then
Even-
uses rover.
Yeah, even though I really want... I mean, I guess that's a challenge. You could turn that little rover into something that looks like a bus. Like a little mini bus.
Oh god, no.
I think that'd be fine. We'll drive a minibus.
So I think...
Oh, I hate not knowing which wheel is which.
Oh, I still have the Save Me batteries. Do you remember those, Boris?
Were they batteries that you connected to things when you ran out of power?
No, it was literally a battery that had a giant display on the top of it that says "Save Me." And I think we were using them for one of our like mini game ideas where it was like you would place these things around the world and people had to find them. Something like that.
I don't remember it.
Yeah, it was a long time ago, or maybe it wasn't with you. Do you remember the thing that I didn't do with you, Boris? It might have been with Bulls.
I think I may have solved our bus problem. I think the wheels were on backwards, the very back wheels. I think they were on backwards, so that when you were going forwards,
It was
two
pulling you
wheels.
backwards.
It was pulling us backwards,
Oh, I know.
and that I
Oops.
think that's. See, it can. I mean, it doesn't have enough ground clearance, but
Why can't I get into this thing?
Christmas that we built.
What's going on?
Is someone trying to drive that bus?
Yes.
It doesn't seem to be going very well. But that
It just
wasn't the
needs- it
wheels'
just
fault.
needs-
That was because
Yeah, that was just the clearance.
yeah. Jim's asked you and Anubiz if you still happen to have the Star, the ship that you built on stream with Jim, I'm assuming.
The Star? Let me see. How do you? Was that F11 again? Yeah. Was it called the Star? Star? I have the boxy Star Fury. That's probably not what you're talking about.
Star of
Star.
India.
Oh, the boat. Yeah, I do. It's right here.
Well, we've got water.
Are you ready?
Where is it?
Just a second. I have to get it on the water. Oh, I don't think it's the full boat. It looks like it's a mid build.
Oh. Is that supposed to be like an oil tanker?
Sadly,
Oh my
we built
goodness.
we actually built this. We finished this. It had the full sails and everything. I don't know why I don't have the finished one.
There goes the same
If you
speed.
still have that, Jim, that would
Lord.
be like if you post it to the workshop. I would love to have the finished version. You could go back to my stream to see it, but yeah, we built a giant Star of India boat, and it was like
Oh
fully
my
finished
goodness.
with the sails. We used what was it? It was panels, solar panels. We used solar panels to make all the sails, and it was massive. And I think we built it in it was like semi-survival. It was like we provided all of the stuff. Like you didn't have to mine for anything, but you had to actually weld the whole thing together.
Is that you might have to get rid of that for the sim speed.
It
I
is on the
do have-
workshop? Okay, thanks, Jim. I'll take a look on the workshop, see if it's there.
Oh my goodness, the sim speed.
Yeah, I know. We probably need to get rid of the boat. Get rid of the boat.
There was this thing that I found on the workshop, and I really, really like it. I don't know how it works. Oh, there we go.
I don't know why I have the unfinished version in my workshop. That seems silly.
Oh, this one's too light. Plus it doesn't have a gyro. Another gyro. We've completely lost it. We failed.
I don't think we have. If you want to have a look at what I'm in, I think we can win with this.
Here, I brought in my land vehicle. How about this? Do you want to use this?
Is that you, Almond, in that one? You've got
Yes.
like a little electric trike.
That's me. I'm in
What?
the little blue guy.
What?
Oh no, you're over there.
I'm in,
You're in the rock skipper thing?
You both.
The
in
bouncy
blue.
rock sniffer.
Sniffer.
Yeah, the bouncy rock sniffer. I built this to
Yeah.
find ore.
Yeah, and it was always so bouncy, it like caught
Yep.
a leg. every
Yep,
time.
it still is. It's like, oh man, it's really hard to.
The wheelbase
Control.
is way too short.
Yeah.
So it would
Whoa!
do-
Pop a wheelie.
we could race in that. But
And it's like super touchy, the controls. Like you turn way too much when you turn.
yeah. Do you see Almond driving near you there? In like a little
Oh yeah,
tree.
look at that.
Yeah.
A Postman Pat, like.
Oh no.
Oh. we
Oh,
all
no one
crashed
got any
into
damage.
Uh-oh.
Oh
Uh-oh.
my god.
I'm a turtle. I'm a turtle.
Hang on, I'll help. I'll help. Oh no, I just punched myself backwards.
Oh, it worked. Oh, you jeez.
Just knocked out the front of my.
That wasn't meant
There.
to be what happened.
I'm sorry. Watching you drive around with the machine that just runs up to things and then pokes them with a stick.
I mean, to
Whoa.
be fair to oh my goodness, to be fair to Keen, that thing exploded when you
Yeah,
used it.
so it works now.
Well,
I kind of am I allowed to drive one of them Anubiz? I kind
Drive
of
one
want
of
us to
what?
all have a bouncy rock sniffer.
Yeah, you could totally have a sniffer. Do you want a sniffer?
Yeah, I think we should all get new ones. Yours isn't in the best of shape anymore.
You don't want one that's not in pristine condition?
I do want to see
All right,
what
let me-
sort of off-road capabilities it has.
Okay, it does. I think it it needs to be tweaked a bit as far as like the controls, but
No, it's perfect.
it's perfect. Okay, rock.
I have an idea. Here it is. It's we all
Here's a
have,
pristine one for you.
Okay, I'll copy a couple.
we just have vehicles. We don't have any support vehicles. We're just three teams of one.
Three teams.
Yeah, we're all just trying. No one said we can't team.
Yeah.
There
So
will
we
be
each have
three
road
individual
vehicle and then we-
teams, but then we'll
And we
cheat
just happen to
team.
work
Yeah,
together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have an alliance.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's
It's got way too much power.
yeah. That's the beauty
Oh
of
no!
it.
I'm sorry.
This is how smaller ones are made.
Oh my god. This is
doesn't
how
have
you make new
gyros on
bouncy
it.
rock sniffers.
There's no gyros. We'll need a gyro on it for it to work, I think, as a.
Yeah, I think I had that problem when I originally designed it too. Is when it went on its head, you were
Yeah,
done.
and it's so perfectly flat on top.
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah.
Can you push me over?
Oh, is this you? Oh, I should slow down.
Yep. As you just ramp
no.
up.
You did like a little dance.
All right, let's get up this
I love
mountain.
this thing. This thing is awesome. I forgot how much I liked my rock sniffer.
I think I would have a great time if we just had 3 hours of three of us trying to get across the.
The three.
In first person, it's going to be tricky.
Oh yeah. Oh. I think you just knocked out my cockpit.
Oh.
Oh no.
All right, that didn't work. We need a less bumpy hill to get up. I'm going to stay in first person for the full experience.
Yeah, the turning controls are a little bit touchy, huh?
Are there guns on this thing?
No, there's not.
Oh yeah, there is.
Is there? Did I put guns on it?
But
Seems like a bad idea.
Oh, I think I know why. Because back when I built this, you could use guns, I think, to like destroy rocks. So that was, instead of putting a
Where is
drill on
everyone?
it, I think it was.
There. It does need better visibility to be able to be in first person. Oh, it works!
How is mine still functioning? It's the most resilient thing.
Looks like you guys are mating with that tree. I think this would be a good entry into, like, what was those robot wars where people make those robots and they put them into the arena to fight each other?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what that looks like when you two are fighting with this thing. It looks like you're like in a little
That's an
arena
idea
match.
for an event, Robot Wars. Right, I'm going to
Is this a new
actually
one?
try and scale a mountain.
Okay, here we go. I like how you
Try.
decided to do this after you destroyed the thing.
I don't need the rest of it. That's all optional. This is too bumpy. I don't think we should do that one. Maybe this one over here. Right, I'll post a paste. Oh, I'm not in that one anymore.
Trey,
Oh.
I probably could have told you a little earlier. I'm just putting on a gyro. Do.
You don't need gyros.
Alright, we're gonna get up. This one's a bit too lumpy as well. I want a non-lumpy hill.
Very fussy about your mountains.
I think that if you're upset with the geology of the mountain, the problem isn't the mountain.
Oh.
This is working alright.
Yeah.
You just gotta, like, not go 100 miles an hour.
As I roll down.
I think it does help being in first person because it makes you treat it like an actual car. Because this is doing just fine.
I built something that works.
I'm not sure if I'm just
oh,
looking-
Oh no!
I can't see what I'm doing. I'm just looking at the sky. What's
you're gonna
happening?
flip
I need
over,
a
you're gonna
spotter.
flip over, you're
I
gonna
need a
flip over.
spotter.
Oh, no.
There you go. You're back on your. Oh!
I almost made it.
You were there. You were so close. Yeah. If you looked at the Anubis cam, I know it would be like 10 to 20 seconds slow, but you would have a spotter with that. That would be useful,
no.
right? 20-second delay on the spot. Totally useful.
Yeah.
Look at all of the sniffers that are at the bottom of the mountain.
I'm gonna find a better one.
A better mountain.
Excuse me, sorry.
You pop that in like right there.
Because it's
Wow,
getting over
we are
this stuff,
so-
all right.
We're so easily distracted.
Oh my goodness.
Oh. So what are we gonna do? Because Anubiz has to go to work now.
Yep.
Do we just have 3 vehicles? I'll go on the bus, and then you have to cater to me because I can't go anywhere.
All right, so we're just gonna be all in separate teams. Is that what we've decided? We've attempted to build together, and the result of that is we no longer want to be on each other's team.
I think we should try and make the team bus, like flying bus work. Like that's basically our submission, right? So if as long as we get further than Mir, then we're not in last place.
Yeah.
Right, so we got the flying bus, and then do you mind if I try and re-kit this? Depends how much time I've got. I've got to actually make the event first. We've had some trouble with the
You're free to
server,
do
so
whatever
I'm
you
really
want with it.
behind. Yeah, I just have to make it like actually.
I don't know.
Fit the
The other
rules.
option too is
These
I go-
mountains are so bad. They're all so bumpy.
We could take the flying bits off of this, but paste ship contains blocks that are not available in this world. Okay, so I must have used let's see what happens if I paste it anyway. What did I used some bits that were not. But this is here is the hog version 3.
Oh,
Whoa. Did I put it in the ground?
that's
I
a
put it in the ground.
large ship, isn't it?
Oh yeah, right. We're not allowed to use large ships. Never mind. But yeah, there's the hog. But I kind of pasted it in the ground.
Oops.
To be honest, I don't think a large ship is really an advantage.
No. Alright, well we probably got to finish up here. But
Yeah,
basically,
I gotta log off. But
we've got the flying ship. We've agreed that we've done a thing. It's not the thing we thought we were going to do, but we don't have a. We're going to turn one of these other vehicles into something that'll work. I'm going to jump this. Oh, didn't quite make it. All right, you got to go, Anubiz. We're going to finish up.
Yep. All right.
Yeah, thanks for watching, Jim.
Whoever did.
Yeah,
Whoever.
Thanks, Jim.
yeah, and Tinian's still here. Tinian didn't.
I'm still here.
Yeah, he didn't even. Well, he not only watched, he joined in. All right, I'll wrap this up then. So
Oh, I'm gonna wait for the ending bit.
the ending bit. There's an ending bit.
Yeah.
Isn't
I
it?
don't have
Didn't you
one.
play
The-
that thing?
Oh, that's a Weekend Madness thing. That's
Oh,
not
okay.
now.
Sorry, I
Oh,
was
is this
all
not-
excited.
Oh, I could do it every single stream.
Not this one.
No, it's not set up on that
No.
computer.
No,
Oh,
never mind.
That's
okay.
the end. There we
The
go.
end.
Right, bye.
All right.
Bye.
See ya.